Hey everyone, it's Brennan the Paleo Dude, and welcome back to another exciting Jurassic World review and unboxing video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Legacy Collection Roarin Real Feel Carnotaurus from the Reimagined lineup. This is an insane figure. We have finally gotten an official Demon Carnotaurus repaint. So back in 1994, Jurassic Park Series 2 released a Carnotaurus rubbery figure. And it sported this beautiful red and black paint job seen here, and they dubbed it Demon Carnotaurus. Now, the beautiful toy designers at Mattel have recreated this iconic figure from the original Jurassic Park line in their Jurassic World lineup, and oh my goodness, it is beautiful. Now, I find it very interesting that they made this new lineup hybridized with Legacy Collection called Reimagined, because this would have been a perfect fit for the 93 Classic lineup, but I'm pretty sure they retired that one just so they can have Indominus Rex and other Jurassic World themed dinosaurs in this Reimagined toy lineup, whereas 93 they wanted to focus more on these classic dinosaurs from the old Kenner days. So I thought that's interesting, but I'm not complaining. I love this new design, this new logo. The color is really nice. The patterns and colors are very reminiscent of the original Jurassic Park, and of course, the dinosaurs in this series are as well. The other set, which I reviewed previously with the helicopter, is based off of 1998's Chaos Effect toy line, so I thought that was really cool that they did that. Now, what makes this figure extra special is the real feel. It's very rubbery. Whole thing is rubber except for the legs. Yeah, they're hard plastic. The arms are rubbery though. Very, very much like the 93 Rex, which we'll do a comparison with later. Now, I don't have the original Demon Carnotaurus from 1994. It is very expensive. But I do have the Utahraptor from the same lineup. Now, the Utahraptor does not have dino damage. It has an action feature. This guy doesn't have dino damage or an action feature. What it does have is a sound button. So there's several Carnotaurus sound effects. So let's get this figure out of the package. I love the volcano in the background erupting. That is super neat. There we go. Ooh, the feet are welded in there. So we are going to have to do some surgery on this packaging to get that out. What I'll do is I'll cut the front off because this packaging is so pretty. I don't want to damage it. We'll just cut the tape like that, and we'll fold this down, and it opens just like that, and then we can rotate these tabs. There we go. And Demon is free. Packaging. Wow. Yeah, that looks like Fallen Kingdom. Mount Sibo erupting. Now, I wonder if, because there was a Demon Carnotaurus in Fallen Kingdom, but I think it had a broken horn, maybe? That one was definitely in Dominion with the broken horn. Anyways, I love that real feel. Let's get rid of the packaging. And I noticed on the leg, there's a scan code, and the outline of the scan code looks like muscle in the leg, like dino damage. So that's really neat that they molded the plastic inside to look like dino damage, though it's not painted. I would have loved if they painted the outside of this red so that it would have had an alternative function as dino damage. But regardless, they still included it and thought about it, so I think that's pretty neat. The tail, I don't think, yeah, it doesn't have a metal wire in it. It's not bendy. It's very thick at the base. It reminds me of the electronic Carnotaurus tail, which I think it's an exact copy of, maybe. No, I see some differences. Okay, but It is wide at the base like it. Now I think the electronic one stands a little taller, and the head's definitely longer. This Carnotaurus, they've squished in the head a bit, which I like. I wasn't too much of a fan of the longer snout, so I do appreciate that they made it more of a bulldog-like appearance. Compared to the original, which is shorter, it's still more rounded. This is more of a gradual slope. This is abrupt and blunt. And it is slightly larger than the original Carnotaurus figure at the hips. But the head size is roughly the same. So they shrunk down the head a bit. Now we'll see compared to the Hammond collection one how it stands. I think they updated the claws too, the toenails. The Hammond collection one, of course. Ooh, actually, yeah, they're around the same size. Oh my goodness. I mean, if you don't move the legs on the Hammond collection one up, they're the same height roughly at the hips. Though it is slightly longer with the tail. If we do them tail tip to tail tip. The Hammond collection Carno is a head longer, but that's chill. And the head shapes, very similar, but again, this is more stylized and bulldog-like. Very, very blunt at the tip instead of pointy. That is interesting. That is very cool. I love the green eyes. Very bright, very vibrant. Now, the cool part is they also painted the claws this kind of beige color, and you can see the claws are hooked. That's pretty neat. There's the Jurassic World logo. There's the sound effects box down there. And then the little arms are very rubbery. The teeth actually are painted. That's interesting because a lot of these larger figures, they do the teeth as a separate plastic. Like the Rex here, these teeth are not painted, they're just separate plastic put in there. But this, they actually painted the teeth, which is interesting. So there might be scuffage if you make this guy bite anything, be warned. And the mouth is not hollow inside, but the neck has some bendiness to it. I think you can kind of like close the jaw. It looks a bit ugly when you do it. Love the red coloration. Love that the button's underneath the skin. That's really neat. It's a lot of details on the skin as well. And lots of these spikes down the back, very sharp. A lot sharper than the previous Carnotaurus spikes. So this figure's spectacular. Let's compare it to the 93 classic figures real quick. So here is the Red Rex, which is a lot larger. I'll actually put them like that. So you can see, even though it's a smaller Rex mold, it is larger than the Carnotaurus. And then the young Tyrannosaurus, also from Series 2. This one is styled after, identically off of the Series 2 young Tyrannosaurus from 1994. So that's really neat that we now have 2 dinosaurs from that. And I guess if you want to include the Gallimimus, that figure is also from Series 2. And the canceled Scutosaurus from Series 2. They look fantastic together. Phenomenal. We'll put the Carno in the front now. There we go. So that is great. I'm so glad Mattel is going out of their way to kind of like give fans figures that they can appreciate. These 2 human characters also look straight out of Series 2. So I'll slap them in. And then I do have this guy, Dr. Snare. He came with a baby Demon Carnotaurus and some weapons and stuff. I haven't gotten him complete because he's pretty expensive, but he fits well with the Carnotaurus, seeing as he was the figure that comes with the little baby one. And so now Mattel is just missing a Utahraptor. So if they're going with Kenner Series 2 figures. I'm really hoping eventually we'll get a real feel Utahraptor to complete the Series 2 lineup like this. That would be spectacular. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and review video. Be sure to check out my previous ones if you haven't already, and definitely subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.